Now I know what you're thinking. Damn it, Trez, we talking about Concord again? Why won't you let it die? You're right, okay? I can't let it die. Not until the industry gets the right message for why Concord failed and other games like it, quite frankly. So yeah, we got to talk about Concord, all right? Before we do, though, got to make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are getting back up there where we're supposed to be, and I'm, pleasantly surprised. It looks like we may actually be on track to hit 15,000 subs before January 1st, so we'll see. But anyway, let's get back into the grip. So, Concord, okay? Well, actually, we're talking about Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals recently hit 10 million players in only 3 days, okay? As you can see right here, this comes from Mario64 as I sip on an early grave. Okay, 10 million players in 72 hours. This is the Marvel Rivals team celebrating their victory, which should also let you know that anytime a game comes out and they don't immediately tell you their milestone of how many, games sold, units sold, players hit, it tells you all about the sales. Dragon Age. Oh, what was that? But yeah, no. So 10 million players in 72 hours. Now, this is significant, especially for a live service game that relies on a significant number of players in order to thrive, okay? As you can see right here, we got a healthy number of 335,000 people playing the game right now. 441,000 24-hour peak. Now, it seems to have peaked. People seem to be continuously playing it. I wonder what they could do to get that number up, okay? Because for 10 million players, right? 10 million, we always talk about the PC player base being the largest, number of players, right? So why wouldn't the Steam charts get up to at least 800,000 as I sip on my early grave here? That's an interesting tidbit, but we could talk about that at a later time, because the real news here is, first, Overwatch 2 hits its lowest player count on Steam following Marvel Rivals. Okay, I can't speak today. This is going to be one of those days I can't speak. In 72 hours of release, Marvel Rivals has reached over 10 million players. Okay, and continues to grow. I don't know. That might be an exaggeration. I don't know about continues to grow. But as you can see, people are celebrating the death of Overwatch. And this, I got to be honest with you. People been saying they was going to kill Call of Duty for years. It's never happened. There's going to be a lot of games that was supposed to be this killer and that killer. This might be the first time that I've ever at least paid attention to a game that was dominant in the gaming space, and another game comes and kills it off. Like I've never seen it. This is insane. Deserved. Marvel Rivals is so much fun, and Overwatch has just been on a steady decline for the past 5 years. Overwatch shot itself in the foot long ago when they reduced it to 5v5, being predatory with microtransactions, added new heroes, making it unbalanced. Marvel Rivals studied that Overwatch 2 did wrong and corrected it with their own twist to it. That's because Overwatch went woke, and Overwatch 2 was a huge disappointment. Now there is a credible alternative to Overwatch. Why play Overwatch 2 when you can play Overwatch 2 with Marvel characters? That's a fact. That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. We can look and see how Overwatch 2 is doing on 24,000 people are playing right now. Now, I'm not going to go as far as to say that's abysmal. I'm pretty sure Blizzard has their own launcher, so maybe there's a lot more people playing over there. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot more people playing on console. I don't know. Either way, they getting their teeth kicked in by Marvel Rivals, at least on PC. Now we got to talk about Concord. Marvel Rivals director says Sony flop Concord didn't offer any unique value for players. Nigga, oh my God. Oh my God. Holy, you got studios taking shots at other studios. Oh, we got to dig into this. All right. Marvel Games director Thaddeus Sasser has said he believes PlayStation sci-fi shooter Concord failed because it didn't bring anything of unique value to its players. Sasser's own Marvel Rivals released last week across PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. After a confident start on Steam specifically, the free-to-play shooter went on to welcome over 10 million players on its debut weekend. In contrast, and despite high hopes from Sony, Concord failed to take off in that same way. Following a lackluster launch in August, the game was taken offline just 2 weeks after its PC and PS5 debut. Speaking on the Video Gamer podcast prior to Marvel release, Sasser said he believed Concord didn't bring anything original to the table, which would entice players to jump over and from popular shooters already on the market. There's a switching cost, the director said. I've already invested in Overwatch. I've got 15 skins for Pharah. I'm not going anywhere. As a game developer, you're always worried until the audience has responded. The Marvel Rivals director continued, admitting he was cautious about releasing another free-to-play hero shooter into the wild. The truth is that I don't think anybody can accurately predict this, or the game industry would be radically different today. There's a lot of games that come out that people are like, it's going to do well, then it flops, or people come out and go, it's going to flop, and it succeeds amazingly. So I think it's really hard to tell ahead of time, and you're always worried about that. First of all, as I want to celebrate the release of Marvel Rivals, don't get ahead of your skis, nigga. This is just the first week. Okay, don't get out here and start popping noise like y'all just the shit. Let's relax a little bit, because we all know what can happen if you make the wrong step. You better ask Helldivers. You better ask Helldivers. Helldivers was on top of the world, and one wrong mishap sent the entire community into disarray, to the point now where even if you look on Steam, 17,000 people are playing Helldivers right now, with only 21,000 player count for a 24-hour peak. I'm sorry. Keep in mind, the all-time peak for this game is 458,000. How do you get a drop off like that? Because you got too arrogant and you thought you knew better than the audience. Now, unfortunately, it wasn't the developer's fault. It was Sony's fault. So please, director over at Marvel Rivals, do not get ahead of your skis, nigga. Be humble. You know what I'm saying? I like you taking, let us take a dump on Concord. Let us do that. Because the last thing I want is for y'all to do something ignorant, okay? Ignorant as hell. Player count drops. And now we got to come back and make a video on how you was just talking shit a couple months ago about Concord, and now you flopping. We don't want that, okay? Yes, you have a point, but we don't want that, okay? Let's get back to it. I don't know about you, but when I heard the concept of the game, I was like, oh my God, I want to go be Storm in the game. I want to go be Doctor Strange in the game. I want to be those heroes in the game. That sounds awesome. And of course, my mind immediately leapt to all of the cool possibilities you can have with that. That's why what I think will pull people in as well too. If we've done our jobs well, they'll love what they play and they'll want to play some more. And I agree with that. I absolutely positively agree with that. If you do your jobs well, and I think they have done their jobs well on that front. It's just you got to keep, innovating, keep doing what you're doing. Don't let it get stale. And we can talk about ways to make the game better, but going back to what he was saying about Concord, about it not introducing, and it's not just that. It didn't offer anything unique, and it was woke. I mean, that's just, it was just woke. There's no other way to put it. I'm sorry. It was just woke, okay? The designs, people say, how is it woke? Guys, the designs of the characters were designed to be woke, okay? I'm sorry. Fat niggas, people, grannies, lesbians and trannies running around. Nobody wants to play as that. When you look at Marvel Rivals, and this is why I'm telling him to be humble, because the only real unique thing that you guys had to offer, honestly, was the Marvel characters. But people using that as a jab at them is like, okay, like, yeah, like, all I'm saying is just be a little humble, nigga. But like, the Marvel characters are the unique, draw to this. I mean, it was a no-brainer. It was like, okay, let's just make Overwatch with Marvel characters. Duh. And here you are. I mean, I'd be interested to know how much revenue a month this game brings them. And I hope that it allows them to do some more things with the game. Like bring new modes, introduce more complicated characters, better maps, things like that. Like, imagine, I don't know, this might sound outlandish, but imagine they make enough money they can build a Battle Royale mode for this. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking of possibilities. Okay. All right. But anyway, Concord was just, bland and disgusting to look at. And I think everybody who worked on that game should never be allowed to work on another video game ever again. You should never be able to design another character in a video game again. I think you all should go work for DoorDash. That's just my personal opinion. I don't care that, about your lives. You don't care about my life. I don't see you showing any sympathy about my life and the things that I go through. So why should I care about yours? Okay. You failed to do the job that you were tasked with doing. And so therefore, I have no sympathy for you losing your job opportunity. Now, we'll continue to see where this game goes. I'm addicted to it. I can't lie. Okay. Unfortunately, I will not have time to play it today before it's time to go to work. So yeah, take from that what you will. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. As always, may the grip be with you. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.